full-time jobs are Maria Grazia, right here. She spends hours and hours because it's not like she's got professional people. She's dealing with volunteers and she's a volunteer herself. 3 times a year, the magazine Fortore is published and she's the editor of it. And I do some contribution, but like she puts it all together. So therefore, we brought a couple of significant ones and they're published 3 times a year. It doesn't sound like much, but a lot of work goes into it. A lot goes into it. So when Roseto, Pennsylvania celebrated their 100th anniversary, Fortore gave it the front page, but not only that, there are many pages here that are dedicated to the town. There's a list of the mayors up to that point. There's, see, here are the mayors, right? And the magazine, and it's just, really, so we brought you a copy so that you can have it. So that's that. And this is the latest edition. And this latest edition, on the front cover, we just received a new parish priest. Now, for many, many years, Roseto was very religious, and all our priests were local. Like they were born, they lived, what have you. And then a few years back, around 15 years ago, we got our first non-Rosetano priest, Don Antonio. Now, the bishop has moved him, and this young man has arrived. And, but the reason I wanted to leave this is many people have come and met Andrea Polo. Andrea Polo, who has never ever visited, but he knew about the town. So one of the members of one of the towns, yes, you're in the book.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you are.
Oh, he knew.
Yeah. Anyway, one of the people that works for the Roseto Town Hall, a few years ago for his 25th wedding anniversary, came to Toronto and then had cousins drive him down here. And he met Andrea Polo, and he actually recorded what he had to say. And he spoke really well, having been born and raised here and never come here. So we have a recording on a website, as a matter of fact, that. But also, Pasquale wrote about his experience in meeting Andrea Polo. Then they sent it to me for translation. So this is my translation. I tried. These words were difficult. So the message is there, but anyway, so I marked it, and here it is. Of course, there's the church and so on. Yeah, and there's the pictures. Oh, this is the gentleman that came. So that's Pasquale. He was here when he celebrated his 25th wedding anniversary.
And this summer, when I had my group there, Pasquale did a special mass, and 15 minutes before mass. So you want to translate that. 15 minutes before mass, he said, "Can you translate this when I read it in church?" And I'm like, I don't do it on the fly. I had to sit there 15 minutes before mass and write it out real quick. So I'm sure yours is better.
Well, I don't know. It's it starts off with, I won't read the whole thing. I'll let you read it. But it says, this is my translation. On May 28th, a brief WhatsApp message informed me of the passing of Andrea Polo. Who was Andrea Polo, and what does it have to do with our community? The name Andrea is not commonly used for us, and the surname Polo is unknown. However, Andrea, who lived his entire life in Roseto, Pennsylvania, has relatives who immigrated from Roseto a Fortore. And then he actually describes the town, where the fountain is, where the tree, and this man was walking along in his memory. So anyway, those are that. And then my sister-in-law Mary, in 2013, people contributed a bunch of recipes. They're in English, so she sends it. So these are just a few little momentums for you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Un saluto, un omaggio ad Andrea.
al quale siamo stati veramente molto molto legati. Io ho parlato varie volte con lui,
Oh.
gli vorrei tributare un applauso.
Okay, so
Okay.
Maria Grazia says that for Andrea, who she spoke on the phone with him several times, she wants to remember him and
Ok,
for Andrea. So we're done.
Andrea.
Look at this. And what